September 2020, the world was already quiet. Too quiet. Cities were dimmed. Highways were empty. People stayed indoors. But somewhere far from the silence of locked homes and flickering televisions, something else was waking up. Something ancient. Something buried beneath water. It started with a file. A corrupted archive uploaded anonymously to a dead forum, a place no one used anymore. The post had no title, no description, just a single folder. Do not open the dam. The first video begins with darkness. Then slowly the image stabilizes. A massive dam stands under a violent storm. Rain lashes the concrete like needles. Red warning lights blink along the structure, casting eerie pulses across the surface. The camera shakes. Someone is breathing heavily. A man's voice, low, panicked. If anyone finds this, don't come here, please. Don't come near the dam. The camera zooms in. There's a crack. Not a normal crack. This one moves. Like something is pushing from the other side. The man steps closer. The rain gets louder. The crack widens. And for just one frame, just one, a shape presses against it. From inside the water, not fish, not debris. A face. The second video is calmer. Too calm. Security footage from inside the dam's control room, Detspunkt. 03. 17 a.m. A single engineer sits alone, staring at monitors. Everything looks normal. Then one screen flickers. Camor 12. Water level sensors. The numbers spike. Drop, spike again. Impossible readings. The engineer leans forward, confused. Then a sound from the walls. A deep, slow knocking, like something testing the structure. He freezes. The knocking continues. Then a voice, muffled from inside the concrete. Open it. The engineer stands slowly, walks toward the wall, places his hand against it, and immediately jerks back. His hand is wet, but there is no water leak. Only a damp handprint, shaped like something pressed from the inside. The third video is labeled Emergency Drain Protocol, Military Personnel. Floodlights. Helicopters overhead. They are draining the reservoir. Something went wrong. The water level drops rapidly. And as it lowers, something appears at the bottom. Not rocks, not machinery. Structures. Old ones. Ancient. Like ruins that were never supposed to be seen. One soldier whispers, "This wasn't built by us." Then, movement between the structures. Tall shapes, standing upright, watching. Helmet cam footage. A diver descends into the dark water. Visage eye. Almost zero. Only a flashlight beam cutting through blackness. Breathing echoes. Slow controlled. Until the beam hits something. A wall, but not part of the dam. Covered in markings. Symbols scratched deep into stone. The diver moves closer, touches it. The symbols begin to move, not physically, but visually, shifting, rewriting themselves. Then, a hand grabs the diver's arm from behind. The camera spins. There is nothing there, but the diver's breathing turns into screams. Then static. An emergency broadcast interrupts the video. A government official speaks. Calm voice, too calm. There is no threat to public safety. Behind him, barely visible. Water drips down the wall, from above, but the room is supposed to be dry. Then the audio glitches. The voice distorts. And for a split second, something else speaks through him. Let us out. This one isn't footage. It's a recording of a phone call. A woman crying. She says her husband worked at the dam. Ever since he started, he changed. Stopped sleeping. Stopped eating. Just stared at water. Then one night, he woke her up, said, "The dam is dreaming." She laughs nervously, asking what he means. He replies, "And we're inside it." The next day, he walks into the reservoir. and never comes back. Security footage again. A gate deep inside the dam, marked "Do Not Enter." It begins to shake, violently, as if something is hitting it from the other side, over and over. The metal bends, screams. Then suddenly, silence. The gate stops moving. A long pause. Then slowly, it opens on its own. Drone footage over the reservoir at night. The water is still, too still. Then, a ripple. Something moves beneath the surface, massive. The drone zooms in. Thermal imaging activates. There is a shape, bigger than the dam itself. And it's rising. A text file appears. Typed message. No sender. We thought the dam was holding back water. Pause. It wasn't. City-wide blackout. Everything goes dark. The dam's emergency lights flicker, then fail for 17 minutes. No cameras, no data, no records. When power returns, the water level is higher. But no rain fell. Workers report seeing faces in the walls, at first dismissed as stress, until photos appear, clear images, human-like shapes, depicted in concrete. Eyes open, mouths stretched, as if screaming, audio recording only deep rumbling, like distant thunder, but rhythmic paired, almost like language. When reversed, it becomes clear. Words. Open the dam. Maintenance crew of 6 enters lower levels. None return. Their tools are found neatly stacked, wet, but no water present. Surveillance footage. Water flows upward along the wall, defying gravity, climbing, reaching, towards something unseen. A child draws pictures. Over and over, same image, a dam, cracked open. Something coming out. When asked where he saw it, he says, "It told me." A signal is detected, broadcasting from inside the dam, repeating coordinates. But when traced, the location is underwater, far below the foundation. Impossible. Workers report rain inside the tunnels, water falling from ceilings. But there are no leaks, no cracks, just rain and whispers. A camera falls into the water, continues recording for hours. Nothing but darkness. Then, eyes open, looking directly into the lens. A man emerges from the reservoir, alive, but wrong skin pale. Eyes empty. When questioned, he says only, "It's bigger on the inside." Digital clock appears on all monitors, counting down. No system controls it. No one can stop it. The crack grows, louder, wider. Something is coming. Now everyone hears them, not just workers, people miles away. Whispers in water, in pipes, in rain. The entire structure moves, just slightly. But enough to prove it's not stable. Emergency broadcast returns. Different voice, terrified. "Do not approach the dam." Pause. It's not containing water. The final video, the crack splits open. Water explodes outward, but not like a flood. Something else comes with it. Figures. Too many. Too large. And behind them, something vast. Watching, waiting, free. The archive ends. The files begin deleting, one by one, until nothing remains except one line appearing on screen. "You watched." Pause. Now it knows you.